I turn to the left, the noise goes away. The humming goes away. If I'm going straight or to the right, it makes more noise. Sometimes it's not that easy to determine which side it's coming from. If you grab the tire on the top and the bottom, give it a shake if you see there's any play. This vehicle doesn't have any play, but you can tell that bearing's bad. Sometimes you can grab the top of the spring while you're spinning the tire and you can actually feel the vibrations through the spring. That's a good indication which side it is. $12mm. It's loose. 17mm socket. Pull the caliper off. Use a caliper hanger. And just hang it from the bracket. That's good right there. Take the rotor off. I'll take this cover off. Just gonna use a chisel. But this is actually a scraper, but it's pretty sharp. Just use some side cutters. Cotter pin out. So I don't mess anything up, I'm just going to take the sensor out, the ABS sensor. Oh, 35mm socket. That's not good. That's like solid. There we go. That's what you want. You want that loose. Take that off. Alright, that's okay. Didn't break. So I'll just put a little bit of silicone on that O-ring when it goes back in. That's good, we'll just set that aside for now. Here's where you need to take these bolts out. You got 4 of them, 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. And use a 17mm wrench. I wish I brought my ratchet wrenches home, but I forgot. So just do the best you can. Definitely loosen them up. You can loosen them up like that. Now just go along and take them all out. Once they're loose, they come out by hand, so that's actually not too bad. Now you could use a special hub adapter and pull the hub off, and then you could just use a socket and get these off. Just grab it and give it a couple taps. Loosen those bolts a little more. Sometimes these get really frozen in there and you really got to hit them hard with a hammer. Give a little tap, slide it off. Just remember which way the shield goes. Just clean that up a little bit with the wire brush. The shield, line the shield up. The new bearing, the bolts are already in there. Line that up. The nut on. Alright. Put a pry bar between the studs. 173. Perfect. Alright, put this retainer on and take your new cotter pin, slide your cotter pin in. Just tap it on. Alright, that looks good. Perfect. Alright, before I put the rotor on, I'm going to put that sensor back in. Alright, just clean the back of the rotor with this wire brush right here. It's not that bad. Now slide that in place. Use a little anti-seize if you want. Take the hanger off the caliper. And line that over the rotor. Make sure the pads are spread. Caliper bolts, get those started. Tighten those down to spec. Put this bolt in. Alright, all done.